Nigga say we gotta be on time, ladies and gentlemen, so we gotta be on time. I was talking before I was muted. Um, but at any rate, man, another episode of the D Star Show. We got Calvin and we got D coming in. Um, we got a
Last week it was
very
my fault,
interesting
Nick.
topic to cover.
Last week it was my fault
You
that we
said
was
what,
late.
D?
Last week it was my fault that we was late. You know what I'm saying? I was in town,
That's all right,
man.
man.
But Nick, you right. You right, Nick. You right. It's the job, so hey, we got to be there on time.
Yeah, he not wrong. He didn't even bring me no cigar today, man. He normally bring
Hey,
me a cigar,
he
but
told
he
you
didn't
last
bring
week.
me.
Hey, he said he ain't never gave you that. You just taking the one on the small ones he had in the ashtray out.
I, I guess so. That's how he gonna do it, man. I brought him a beer and everything. Nothing.
This one was left over from last week. Like I pulled it was in the bag after we had spoke. But that's not here that man. Why y'all make me sign damn hall monitor or something? Like I just be y'all motherfuckers better be on time and shit.
Nah, you really the principal.
Yeah,
Like
hey, yeah.
I won my foul now.
You
So
really sound like
that. So Nick, you drinking this week then, huh?
Is that more drinking?
Yeah, you drinking it. We last week I couldn't even get a drink, dog.
Oh, so you didn't drink last week?
Yeah, I did. I'm just fucking.
I know you
Y'all
did.
didn't have what I drank, but I didn't. I didn't waste over your stuff.
hey man, you know
But you
me.
still drank it though.
It is what it is,
So
man.
We
D
should we
like
should have spiked it.
that cheap shit that get you drunk quick.
What did you drink it?
Yeah, that shit that's like $8 for 50 liters.
That
You
night
got me.
train,
You got me
I
fucked
been
up.
That
saying night train.
straight
that night train,
straight vodka.
that
Hey
mad
y'all.
dog,
Hey, we gotta say
40,
one
40.
thing, dog.
Cold 45.
Hey, I know
That's what
y'all
boys
those
like this
that
shit, man.
I know y'all that's from Gary and the Chicago area. Y'all really don't give a fuck. But man, we gotta give a shout out to Michael Jackson, man. It's Michael Jackson's birthday today, man.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
that's the day.
sir.
Shout out to D baby daddy.
Dang.
I
Hey, you
need
beat
that
me
stuff.
to it. You beat me to it, Kevin. But they said they had a parade today in Gary. So they only went around 2 blocks, huh?
What?
Hey boy, y'all here, boy. Got to fix the camera, man.
I messed up parade.
You missed it? I missed it too. I was at work.
Oh, they really did have a parade?
I couldn't tell you if they did it. They did.
I don't know. Ain't nobody. I ain't marching in no shit over there. That shit look like
Hey,
goddamn Keepers Creepers.
Oh, you one of them?
yeah, you also one of them.
No, I support my community.
No,
No,
you don't.
I like Michael
But
Jackson.
wait, what
But
the hell?
Hey, this is
I
that
support
hilarious.
place
my
look like
community.
there's crackheads on every corner.
You went to his house, didn't you, Kev?
Hey, I did see a lot more homeless. Well, I don't know if they're homeless, but there was a lot more people walking around yesterday than I did see. I will acknowledge that. It was strange. I seen like 4, 5 people just walking around like 9, 10 p.m. Like, do y'all got somewhere to be or
Not in Gary, not at that time.
it's too, man? Listen, I don't know, but let's get into the topics, man. Get into the topics. So tonight, name of the show is loving yourself and taking care of yourself, man. And that's a lot, bro. I was hoping that the girls gonna get on, but you know, they as shifty as a Honda Accord. It is what it is. Sometimes they be there, sometimes they don't be there, but we ain't gonna trip about it. But anyway,
Hey, you know this shit live, right?
well, what I'm scared of them. Exactly. Pull up, Lee. Hey, all I know is, yeah, we good, Lee, but we live. You want to come on the camera and
Nah,
stuff?
man, I ain't gonna be strong.
Hey,
Hey, I appreciate y'all, brother.
my neighbor over
Hey,
here,
man,
party,
get down.
his birthday coming up, but he know, but
9876, baby.
when we done with the show, we over there.
Yeah, he's 28.
Yeah.
He ain't no down 20. I'm gonna tell you that now.
So he want to party when I ain't in town.
Yeah, and them gotta be dog years or parrot years or
Hey D, what you mean by
Dog,
party?
man.
hey, yeah.
Any female is a dog, man.
What you mean by party, D?
Hey, dog, we ain't on
Hey,
that. We ain't on that shit tonight, Cal.
now
Female.
we ain't partying too hard.
Reproduce.
Reproduce. I
You
don't,
can't, hey, them nasty little morons right now, they can't do what we can do.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something now. I ain't gonna say too much because Lee gonna get her canceled. But you know what I'm saying. But you know what I'm saying. I ain't gonna say too much, but I ain't against it neither. I'm with it. But
Yeah.
I don't never agree with shit you say.
oh, you don't never agree with that.
I don't never agree with shit you say.
Oh, is that right?
Say it with the passion that I delivered it with.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, anyway, so we got a good show for y'all tonight, regardless of what Nick say. We talking about body dysmorphia, loving yourself, taking care of yourself, and the reason that we doing a show like this is because it's becoming, I guess, more and more prevalent of people doing cosmetic surgeries, Botox, liposuction, breast augmentations, BBLs, which you know what I'm saying. Y'all know BBL just um, facelifts, Botox injections, you name it, bro. Whether it's non-invasive to surgical or whatever. We basically having an episode so we can talk about some of these things.
Hey, but congratulations to Kevin, man. He just got his nose did and everything was successful. So congratulations, Kevin, on your BBL.
Yeah, and remember, D is Miss Netta, so you just got your titties in your ass did, didn't you?
Y'all funny, bro. Y'all is hilarious, man. But on a real note, this lady lost her life because she went to Turkey to get a BBL, and I guess something went wrong. They end up giving her sister her money back, unaliving this woman. But I'm gonna let y'all watch the video, man. Check it out. It's two parts to this video.
See beauty in the way God made her, and it cost her life. This is Kay Dale. Listen to how a cosmetic trip to Turkey for Kay Dale and her sister turned deadly. And ladies, you beautiful just the way you are. But Kay Dale didn't believe that, and she's not here to see her two children anymore, and I don't like it.
It was Kaydell Brown's final birthday. She died 4 days after this celebration.
Kay Dale was looking to rebuild her life, and she hoped cosmetic surgery would give her the happiness she was looking for. Kay Dale, a 38-year-old hairdresser, spent $5,400 on a Brazilian butt lift, breast enhancements, and a tummy tuck. So Dale convinced her sister, Leanne, to go to Turkey with her to get it done. They hopped on a flight, and a matter of fact, the company in Turkey that they were working with promised them deals on flights, and of course, all sorts of deals on different type of cosmetic whatevers. This is the last picture of her hours before she was unalived. Her sister said she was excited and happy about the procedure and ready to get started on her new life. After 10 hours had went past, the sister knew something wasn't right, and she started asking questions. So to see beauty in the way God made her, something wasn't right, and she started asking questions. So the doctor and whoever else came out there to let her know that her sister, they were talking all in circles, saying it didn't go well, and they had something happen, and the sister just said, "Hey, is my sister unalive?" And they said, "Yeah." Y'all, they passed her sister an envelope with cash in it saying this is a refund, booked her on the next thing, smoking out of there on a flight, and was very dry about it and refused to let her see her sister. And this is the kicker. When they went back to their country, the Turkey shady little cosmetic bullshit spot, they sent her body and the organs were missing. She was missing parts of her heart, her brain, and like all type of stuff. So they stole her organs. I don't know what's going on, but all I know is, y'all, we under attack. Share this to somebody. What female, let her know you are enough. You do not need no surgery. It's bad enough they're going so hard to try to take stuff from y'all. They taking organs, they unaliving people, and they don't even care. And something wasn't right.
So let's see. So basically, to recap, young lady wanted to get a BBL. We know that's kind of common for a lot of young ladies now wanting to get a BBL. She went to another country with her sister. She went to Turkey, and she ended up not making it back home unalived, and they also stole, I guess, some of her organs or all of her organs. I'm not 100% sure. Um, but moral of the story is, especially what the guy said at the end, love yourself. Be happy with the image that you were created in. Be happy with who you are. And if you want to work on things, you want to change certain things, go and figure out how you can do that without having surgery or without, possibly exposing your safety or your life to, mishaps. It's better ways to do things. And I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I can speak for myself. I'm not a fan of the whole cosmetic surgeries and BBLs and stuff like that. Uh, it's one, it really ain't safe. Two, a lot of the time it's really not necessary.
Yeah,
In my
I feel
perspective.
you. I feel you on that, dog. You know what, man? I'm saying, man, you about to beating that and the air come out the ass or something. You bust one of the balloons. That shit gonna be
Boy, you
embarrassing, bro.
silly. Boy, you silly. If you back there going that hard, where you popping an ass implant, you going too hard. She can't. She might not even be enjoying that bit anyway. You going that hard, but I ain't seen a
But
bitch.
that's what happened when you
What?
That
What?
damn Nick, boy.
What? That's what happens when you eat like groceries. Hey, boy,
Hey,
let me
Nick.
tell you something.
Nick, you gotta come to the
You
sneaker
probably,
ball we having, dog. You gotta come.
but you
bite that motherfucker or something.
you going 120% thrust into a young lady, and you popping cheeky implants. You insane, bro.
No trust going on over there. You bite that motherfucker.
You gotta be stopped. You gotta be stopped. Bottom line. But what's y'all take on it, man? Nick, I heard you. You was into the BBL, man. What's really going
Yeah,
on?
you be hearing them lies, man.
Yeah.
Probably lying. I think the shit gotta stop. You know, it should be special circumstances. Like either you was wounded and you need something done back there to help it out, or your shit is like so flat it's on negative. Like that motherfucker
Push
kind of
me?
it kind of swoops in.
Nah.
If you like that, then you
Nah.
qualify for BBL. But
You
if you already got
stupid
a nice
bitch.
ass and you just trying to get some more ass, nah, you should be denied for that.
Need to chill, huh?
Yeah,
I'm just saying, man. I ain't with the fake asses and the fake eyelashes and be real, dog. Because I see you in the club, I'm attracted to what I see in the club. You know what I'm saying? But when I realize that it's not real, that's the problem.
You
Hey,
should be attracted to nothing in the club.
you're right. I am not attracted to nothing in the club. You correct. Hey, I'm glad you corrected me, my brother. Hey, Yellow says she's a backstage. She's trying to get in.
Oh, hold on. Let me
But
let
I'm just
in.
saying. I'm just saying though, when from guys that's out in the clubs and that looking at women and stuff like that, man. We attracted to what we see at that point, and then we get you to the house, and you taking all this off your eyelashes and your nose and all that shit. Come on, dog.
Hey,
Now you ain't the same person that I met in the
what
club.
we dealing with?
I don't
Men
know.
don't be the same dudes you meet in the club either. But you don't catch us talking about that.
Hey,
Well,
only so hey, what we changing?
These
uh,
dudes be having too tight pants on, get home, and explode out the pants. It look like they got a print, but they really don't. There's nothing there. Their pants is just
okay.
real tight.
Damn.
They got black spray on their
This
hip.
sound person.
They got faux locks. They got fake Cartier, fake designer on. Don't have a bag or a pot to piss in.
God,
I mean,
this
Damn,
the
dog.
person.
Hey,
I'm just
she
saying.
done went in on you. Hey, damn.
I'm just saying.
Hey, well, what we was talking about was the reality that we got a lot of people getting cosmetic surgeries to fix, images of themselves that aren't even problem. You know what I'm saying? That's where we wanted to start. But I got a definition, man. I looked up a lot of terms for this episode. I did my research. Um, Body dysmorphia. So it's a disorder. So let me just put that out there. And I'm not making fun of people who have, maybe mental health issues and none of that, but it's a disorder in which you can't stop thinking about one or more perceived defects or flaws in your appearance. A flaw that appears minor can't be seen by others, but you may feel embarrassed, ashamed, and anxious so that you may avoid social situations. When you have body dysmorphia disorder, you intensely focus on your appearance and body image, repeatedly checking the mirror, grooming, or seeking reassurance, sometimes for many hours each day. You perceive flaw in the repetitive behaviors because you significant cause you significant distress. I don't know why I couldn't read that for a moment. And impact your ability to function in your daily life. So I'm not gonna, read the rest. You guys can go look up the definition. I put the links in the description of the show. Um, but body dysmorphia, I think this is what's causing a lot of our young men and young women to go out and have plastic surgeries and get um, into situations where they could be putting their life at risk. And that's what we're talking about on today's show, just appreciating the features and the values that you have. And then if there's something that you want to change, realistically, there are some things you can change, and there are just some things that you can't change or you shouldn't change because it could be life threatening. Realistically, I think when we talk about BBLs, it's supposedly a safe procedure depending on where you get it done. But the problem is people with no money are going to get this stuff done, and it's not a safe procedure anymore.
So my perspective on that is, I would say that if the world wasn't critiquing women the way that they were and expecting women to look youthful their entire lives, or just in general, and having an idea on how women should look, behave, etc., women wouldn't think that they need to go brush up on their appearance or make their appearance look extremely different to fit what men are looking for.
I
We're
think it's
just
more.
now getting into the idea that men are liking or wanting natural women again, because the BBL era is like they're finally starting to age, if that makes sense. We talked about that before. How like
Yeah,
some of these cosmetic procedures are now starting to be 20 and 30 years old.
right.
They're not aging well. So now people are like, yeah, I don't even want that, because in 20, 30 years, it's going to look terrible. It's going to look like this person, it's going to look like that person. But before, people, you got to think about it. All these rappers, celebrities, even common dudes, they wanted a woman with a fat ass. If you ain't had no ass, they wasn't even looking at you. If you ain't had no titties, they for sure wasn't looking at you. Hair
That's
wasn't
not
done,
true.
wasn't looking at you. Niggas did
I
not
don't.
want a natural woman with twist outs and afros and braids to the back or nothing like that. They wanted women with weave down to their ass and all of those Western appearances. And then now it's the exact opposite.
That's only what women believe.
That is what women believe.
Yeah, because I don't
Women,
It's
think
not
no
women
what
woman
women
have.
critique
believe. If
women the
y'all
most.
look at how society has put it out there, look at all these rappers and stuff from when BBL started to become popular, or butt shots. I remember butt shots was first and then BBLs came about.
Yeah, but what I want to point out is for the longest of time, men have been saying that they will be indulged to sleep with someone that has a nice body. But when they do that, they're not necessarily choosing that woman to be a long-term partner. And I believe that becomes the biggest issue with this situation. Because they don't choose to be long-term partners with these women and they just want to sleep with them, it almost it almost causes women to suffer more because they get into becoming more shallow to get that attention from a man, even though he just wants to clap the cheek most of the
But
time.
here's the thing.
I give it.
Nobody knew that until social media came about and you start seeing people's opinions more often. when
Right.
when this era first started, nobody knew that men wasn't trying to settle down with women that had BBLs or ass shots
Right.
until they started telling their personal stories about how they was constantly getting cheated on and etc. So women was like, damn, like you had all of that and you still got cheated on, you still got disrespected, you still got, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
nobody knew unless you knew somebody got a BBL and knew how they were being treated. Now we in the world of social media where we could see trends literally dying in real time.
Right.
Like you can see a word be super popular today and not be used again tomorrow. You'll never see it again. It's just a different world we live in. So now we're more aware of like, okay, that ain't the wave no more. Like BBLs is not the wave no more. Well, yeah, that's because 50,000 people on the internet is saying that the BBL ain't the wave no more.
But I don't think that and I don't know because I've never been a plastic surgeon supporter.
Do you
But
like a
I don't,
fat ass, Jordan?
but
Sorry.
what I'm saying to you is
Fat ass. Do
if
you like a fat ass? That was the question. Do
but
you
Answer
like
hold
a
the
up,
fat
question.
but
ass?
let me tell y'all something realistically. If I got with a shorty and she didn't have a fat ass and she went and got a cosmetic surgery to get a fat ass, I wouldn't want to be with her anymore. Because at that point, there's some kind of mental disorder, body dysmorphia that she's going through that she has to feel validated through having a fat ass.
But if we look at the way that society is set up now, a lot of people go through body dysmorphia. Even men. Men are because we have access to seeing how so many people look around the world, you no longer are seeing people in your vicinity. So people didn't have body dysmorphia at the rate they did now because you only saw people that were around you. You only saw the people at work. You only saw the people in the town that you live in when you go out. You wasn't seeing
I agree with
nobody
you, Ken. I
outside
talk
of
about that
that.
all the time. Social media and the internet has ruined a lot of people's self-esteem. I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Hmm.
Um, you're right. Men do also get, body dysmorphia and have cosmetic surgeries done. And I don't think that should be the case either. But what I wanted to focus in on in this episode was the fact that we have a decent amount of young ladies passing away for something as simple as a cosmetic surgery that oftentimes is unnecessary.
I mean, I do still blame it on the fact that it was pushed very hard that this is how you should look, and that's coming from a woman perspective. Like I know coming from a man's perspective, some men just feel like, yeah, that ain't desirable. Like why would you do that to yourself? But
I
there's
get
a
where you're coming
great
from, yo. I
yeah,
get where
like
you.
as a from a woman's perspective, it's a great deal of pressure to look a certain way. Like Jordan,
Yeah,
for example, you always preach about BMI and stuff like that. So women take the fast way out or quick way out, which is I'm just gonna go lay on the table and get chopped up, get lipo, get ass shots, get my titties done because this is what men want me to look like, and naturally I don't have the time to get that together. So I'm just gonna go lay on the table.
Why don't you have the time though? That it
No,
doesn't
but
take.
I'm just giving
Jordan,
a perspective. Why they don't have the time, I wouldn't know because I never thought about doing
but
anything.
Jordan, think about it like this though. You the girl that been you the woman that been cheated on. You know what I'm saying? And you see what your man don't cheated on you with. Now you trying to get like that woman, but all alone, the man really don't even want that. That's what she's saying,
That's
bro.
that's what I'm saying. The reality is men want to have sex with women that have nice bodies. That's without a shadow of the doubt. I think I can agree with every man that's saying that
that's
that's
not the reality.
how
But
you get into.
That's not the reality. The reality is men has not asked women to do any of these procedures.
hmm
No.
Women are putting pressure, and the extra push you was talking about, women is doing that to other women. Ain't no
yes,
Bro,
man said we like long ass lashes. We
not
ain't said we
true,
want bumpy ass BBLs.
Nick.
We didn't ask for none of this shit. We don't even know
But
where
Nick,
y'all got that from.
Nick,
man.
as a
Pull
woman,
up
if
songs
she
of
see that what a
nothing
man
but
like,
yeah. I'm saying y'all don't directly tell nobody to get on the table, but when men are constantly expressing how much they want a fat ass and perky titties and shit like that, first of all, perky titties ain't happening naturally. It just ain't. Once they hang so far, you're not getting that back.
When was the
So
last time you
you
heard
ain't
about
gotta
some pretty kids?
directly tell nobody to go lay on the table, but indirectly, men have
What
been
was
doing
it,
that for
70s?
ages. Listen to all them 90s rap
Hey,
songs about fat asses and all that type of stuff. Y'all can't tell me indirectly you're not creating an image of women that y'all want.
Men
Come
like
on
the
now.
shape of the ass. Just because you got a big old butt, don't make it attractive. We like the shape of the ass, regardless of what size it is.
But again, indirectly, nobody is breaking this down on what they really want. It's an indirect thing. And
And
that's
y'all not
what leads to
asking.
the psychological part that we're talking about, the dysmorphia. Because psychologically, women feel like, all right, like I gotta look this way to compete with women that naturally look like this. And
When
we've
do
had
women
this
ask?
conversation about what even if it ain't a super fat ass, you could get a what is it called? A tiny BBL or like a skinny BBL Where like if you're a petite girl and you just want a little bit of ass, you can get one that looks totally natural. Nobody will ever know that you have one.
But my question is, what are y'all getting it for?
I just said why women are getting it. I would never get one because I don't
But
care
what I'm
about being
saying is,
that attractive to a
you're
man if all
saying
you want
that
is my ass.
you're saying that women are getting BBLs to attract men,
Hmm.
but the men are just sleeping with these women. Like
You don't know that though, Jordan. You speaking from your perspective.
what I'm
There's a
saying
lot of
is,
men that are wifing up women that have BBLs or fat asses and titties. We
but what
can't
I'm
say that
saying
they
is,
not.
it does not last, and the reason that it won't last is because if you're going off of somebody's perspective of being that shallow to start a relationship, that means at some point, if they lose the titties or ass, you're gonna leave, right?
But that's the
Right.
thing though. Men
That,
are
it does.
I feel like men are attracted to women based off of attraction first and then y'all think about the long term shit later. If she
But the
built like a
type
brick
of
house
attraction that
now,
you're talking about is what I'm saying. It's not genuine attraction. It's lustful attraction because you have a body now. That's what
I
it is.
know, and you're talking from an emotionally aware standpoint when we know that a lot of men lack emotional intelligence and they are very shallow to begin with. And this is coming from a woman's perspective. Like, I've dealt with men all over the planet. I've literally had friends that are men. A lot of these men are shallow. They are not emotionally intelligent or even intelligent enough to form that type of idea.
Have
And
you
these are
asked any of
the
the
men
men,
that women are
any of those
getting
men what they
with.
want?
Hmm?
Have you asked any of those men what they want?
They don't know what they want. They just want a woman that cook, clean, etc. She got a fat ass. She
No,
got
I'm saying
titties.
as far
That's
as
good.
altering your
That's
body.
you said
Because it
what?
seems like you guys don't ask us what we want, but then y'all try to give us what we never asked for.
But
We
no,
never asked for
Nick,
BBL.
Nick, what you saying? And I'm on the lady side tonight. What happening is we out here hitting the like button on all these fat asses on Instagram, and the woman that you with see that, and she want to keep you. Now she's trying to go out there and be like this other woman because that's what that woman get attention from you. She's not getting attention from you. That's what
It,
she's saying. She
My
ain't
exactly.
saying, you know what I'm saying?
my thing is this though. Just to counter that argument, the only people going out here and liking a whole bunch of fat asses on Instagram is probably dudes who can't get a lot of shorties in real life.
No,
You know what I'm saying? And I
That's not true. That's not true.
I think Jordan just dropped off.
That he isn't Gary.
I'll bring this around full circle too.
exposing her
That
body on the internet.
men, you just went out and came back in, so whatever y'all said, we didn't hear.
Oh, I was talking about the whole design of the thirst trap. You know what I'm saying? Posting lustful photos to get someone to like them. Yeah, D, you're 100% right. Dude is gonna like pictures of women being half naked on the internet. But the first thing we need to talk about is why women are half naked on the internet is because of one, attention seeking, two, being misled by a lot of their celebrity influencers, and three, not having a general sense of male guidance in their
But
life.
I'm gonna put it back
Let's
like
be
this, Jordan.
100% honest though. We always talk about searching for attention. Somebody is looking for attention from someone, whether you're
Right.
single and you're looking for a significant other or whatever the case may be. So that part I will highly not agree with. If you have social media, everybody posts on social media. You're all when you post a status, you're looking for somebody to like it. When you post something, a picture, you're looking for somebody to like it or share it. That's literally the purpose of social media. It's to socialize. I don't think that posting anything on social media is looking for attention.
And then,
Everything you post, no
Well,
matter
wait a
how
minute.
modest or
But,
whatever, is looking
but
for
but
attention if that's the case.
but
so
hold on, Nick and Chuck.
what you're
But
saying is posting lustful pictures, half naked pictures on the internet is the same as someone posting a post about winning the science thing.
Don't
but
is aren't the likes the same? If you give me a thumbs up or a heart, it's literally the same thumbs up or heart, whether it's a half naked picture
No,
or fully clothed picture.
the reason it differs is because the intentions behind those likes are extremely different. One
No,
person is
it's
getting the
not.
likes
nah.
because one person is getting the likes because maybe they've accomplished something or whatever, they won an award. Another person is getting these likes because they're showcasing their body to the world.
The camel
So
toes
let
on
So
point.
Jordan, listen, listen, hear me out. So Your girl ain't paying you no attention, but she's on social media liking all these dudes with his shirts out, he's flexing and everything. You know what I'm saying? At some point, you gonna be like, damn, she ain't even paying me no attention, but this must what she
I
like.
probably leave. No cap. Because if you want to be on social media liking and possibly entertaining other people's photos, what you need me around for? That's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. If you rather go interact with men on social media than me in person, I would probably leave. That's without a shadow of a doubt. Because what am I doing here if you want to go and be on the internet and interact with other men? Make it make sense.
So I know this gonna be a dead end with Jordan, so I ain't even entertaining the conversation no more. He got an excuse for everything, literally.
How is that an excuse? Is that not legitimate?
Because you think very one track mind from a very 1% perspective instead of thinking about the niggas that you know in everyday life and you know they don't function the way that you function.
I hear what you're saying,
And
but
that
what I'm
is
saying
what
is
frustrates me so bad.
what
Because
I'm
if we
saying
thinking
is
about
the
it, when you post your
content.
face on social media, when you
Let her
post your
talk,
face
Joy.
on social media, are you posting it for attention or are you posting it because you want people to see that your dress grew? Like, what is your reason for posting your face on social media or posting a picture of yourself on social media?
If
I'm
I
talking
if
about
I
you
post
specifically.
if I post a picture of myself on social media, it's probably because I haven't done it in so long. I want people to see that I've changed a little bit. But
You want
I
people to
don't
like
think
it?
I mean I could care less if people like it or
So
not.
why you
It's
post it? You can
because
send
I
it
want
out to your family members to show them your updates.
okay, but hold on a second. My posting something on the internet to showcase something to the world does not mean they have to like it. It doesn't matter to me. If
That's
I
not
don't
me.
get no
But you
likes
won't
or if
like
I
so.
get one like, it's not a big deal to me.
But you like
It
the idea
doesn't
that you
matter.
get likes.
It doesn't matter to me.
But you
You
like
know
the
what I'm
idea
saying?
that you get likes.
No, again, what I'm saying to you is it doesn't matter to me.
So why post it then?
You guys are
Because
saying
it
that,
doesn't because it don't matter what people think about you. Why post
If
it?
you didn't care, you wouldn't post
but
it.
You wouldn't
what
post it.
I'm saying to you is just because you update someone about what's going on in your life via the internet doesn't mean you care about how they react.
You do,
That's the
because you're posting it
that's the
literally for a
bottom line.
reaction. That's what Facebook is for. You literally
But
hit a
what I'm
button to react.
that's not necessarily the case all the time
So what
because
you posting it for is my question.
it's plenty of posts on the internet that don't have any likes at all, but people post it because they want the world to see what they have going on.
Exactly my point. And they post it with intentions
But
on getting likes. They just don't.
what I'm saying to you is the thirst for likes and attention to me has levels to it. Everybody is not extremely thirsty to get likes on a photo, but if you're posting half naked photos, you're probably extremely thirsty to get some likes.
I think you're on something. I think you're on
What?
something. Yeah. So what I'm hearing is when women say they're not wearing something for attention or doing certain things for attention, they're basically lying.
Everybody wears something for attention.
Okay,
Everybody does everything for
they
attention.
lying.
And
Okay,
here's
they
why.
lying.
Here's why. Whether it's good attention or bad attention. Y'all know how good, like, all press is good press. Whether it's bad, it's good, it's
That's
halfway
not true.
decent. It it does not make a difference. Everybody on this planet does something to impress somebody. Whether you're impressing a boss, you're impressing a coworker, you're impressing a CEO, you're impressing a bitch, you impressing a man in the club, you're impressing your mama or your in-laws. You are doing something to attract attention to yourself. If you were not, you would not dress the way that you dress. You wouldn't drive the car that you have. You wouldn't strive for the house that you have. You wouldn't keep
Preach,
your
sister.
family up the way that you keep your family up. Everybody is doing something to have a look or
So I got a
to
question.
garner something about themselves. It gives them pride that people are looking at them like, wow, okay,
Hey, we
they
got a
have it
couple
together.
comments here. I just want to put them up on the screen,
Go
but I
ahead.
have a question after you finish. Sabrina Abrams says, but when men do it, it's okay. Not saying two wrongs make a right. I think she was talking about posting stuff on the internet. The next comment she posted was yes, yada. And she said that people post stuff with intentions on being seen. And I can agree with that. I'll give y'all that. I'll concede to that victory. People want to be seen. My thing is about what you just said about publicity or I forgot the word you used, attention, whether it's negative attention or positive attention. there is a significant difference, because if you're seeking um, attention via a negative means, you should probably rethink that.
I didn't
Because
say that it was a bad thing. I said some people genuinely do not care whether it's good or bad. So they post whatever they would like to post. They
okay,
just want to be seen. They don't care about how it's going to be perceived.
well,
But the
I'm
goal
gonna
is
take
they
it.
just want to be seen.
Let me take it back to my original conversation, our original topics. What we were saying was, if you're going out to get cosmetic surgeries, whether you're male or female, to appease or impress or get attention from the opposite sex, my question is to all the people who are doing that: are you satisfied at that point? Once you get that cosmetic surgery and you post that new body on the internet and you get your likes and everything that you need, are you then satisfied? Or is the satisfaction enough for you at that point? And my follow-up question would be, is this is more so for the women. The women who are going out and getting the surgeries and getting the attention that they want and getting their cheeks clapped by the dudes who they want, are you satisfied with where you are? Is that
That's a great question.
satisfying?
I feel like that's a great question and none of us can answer because none of
You
us have
know,
cosmetic surgery.
realistically, because that's the core of this. Because you're doing something like most people do to gain some type of satisfaction or gain some type of relief from being anxious about yourself. So if you're having body issues or struggles with being approached by men because you don't have a nice body, you go get your body done. Now you're being approached by a bunch of men and they want to have sex with you. Is that the end goal? Are you happy now? Because I will argue a lot of women are not happy at that point
But me
because of
personally, Jordan, I feel like the average woman won't have trouble getting a man. You know what I'm saying?
well,
They ain't really
okay,
got to do. They ain't got to do all this BBL stuff. I'm
I
saying
feel
okay.
like even regardless, you could not have a BBL and women and men would still want to have sex with you. We didn't
there
see
you
the
go.
most
My point.
treacherous
That's
of
my point.
treacherous women still
Okay.
just be used for sex. So I feel like it don't matter whether you have cosmetic surgery or not. If you just not that man's cup of tea, he could just use you for sex and just go on about his day. Like I don't
So
feel like
then,
it's a
how do we justify the BBL? How do we justify the cosmetic culture? Then I don't get it.
there's
I'm
no
not.
way to justify it though. Like
Oh,
people want
perfect.
to change their features to appease whatever it is they're trying to accomplish, whatever that may be. I don't know because I mean, okay. From my perspective, I'm not against people doing cosmetic surgery to themselves. When it's overdone, yeah, that's when it starts to get a little risky and looking crazy to me. But I personally believe that people want to feel confident in themselves. Either you got some people that are put in the work so they can get the body that they want. You got some people that are wealthy enough to buy the body that they want. None of it is my personal business to judge because I don't give a damn. You're going to do whatever you would like to do to yourself. Now, personally, after having a baby, like I have stuff that I would like to change about myself, but some of the things I know I can change in the gym and other things I know I cannot. Like you can't change boobs or breasts. And this is just me being 100% transparent. Y'all know I'm going to tell all of my business on the show. You
You
can't
sure you
change,
can't change?
bro, you can't change boobs. You can gain muscle in your breasts, but you cannot change the skin once it's stretched out. So you
I
know how
heard
you
you
have to
could.
have skin
I heard you
removal
could rub
surgery.
them joints with like olive oil and they go back to
No,
BB.
that's not how that works. Once the
That's a myth.
elasticity, yeah, once the elasticity is gone in your breast, there's no bringing that back.
But they say
What
weight
it's
can
like
help with
how
that.
it's like when you lose a whole lot of weight and that skin is just hanging. There's no mass in there. There's no fat in there. It's no nothing. It's just skin. And people have to get cosmetic surgery to get that removed. It's not gonna just bounce back once it's stretched out so far. So for women that they went from an A cup before they got pregnant to being a double D cup, and then when they're done breastfeeding, they've already been stretched out. They're not bouncing back. They finna start hanging. And that's not always a good feeling for some women, especially because it's talked about so negatively. Like, and that's where I was coming from with I'm not against women wanting to do things to make themselves more attractive because of how bad the things that they cannot change naturally are talked about. They talk about orangutan titties like crazy, y'all. Y'all know y'all seen it. Like
Hey, so I'm just Googling on the internet and I found quite a few resources about how to maintain perky breasts naturally. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is I don't think
Mhm.
it's impossible.
Maintain perky breasts once they're not perky anymore. You
It
can't
says,
maintain something that is no
but
more.
what I'm saying is this says home remedies for saggy breasts. That's what I'm saying. Like it,
Jordan,
hey, blame the
think
internet. It's on the internet.
logically. You've
Joy,
seen
you talking to a
people
woman
that
that
have
got
lost
breasts.
weight, and you're talking to a woman that has breasts. Like, like I
But,
have titties.
but have you tried any of the steps that I'm leading?
Jordan, yes, you can try
So what?
bio oil, you can try olive oil, you can try all the chest exercises, the bench presses, the etc. to build up the muscle in your breast like men do. But there is the same muscle that y'all have in y'all pecs is the same muscles that we have, and then we have additional muscle and fat that makes our titties round. Once our boob skin starts to stretch and it stretches to a certain point, if your titties decrease in size, that skin is still there and the elasticity is gone. The elasticity is what allows your skin to go back to how it was, kind of like how your stomach goes down after you have a baby, right? And you know that there's a piece of skin that once it stretches so far, once that muscle stretches so far, it's hard to get that muscle back in place and it's hard to put that skin back where it was.
Hey, we
Well,
have
how
a
many
comment
men
on
ask
for it.
for
Hey,
perky
we have a
titties
comment. Pick the comment up, please.
after the 70s?
Yeah,
You said
I
what?
did see. Hold on, I did see a comment, and again, it's Sabrina Abrams. It says, "I believe the answer is a variable. Do women and men understand the pros and cons of attention of cosmetic surgery to a degree? But just because I know it comes with attention doesn't always mean that the underlay for the foreplay. Think about it. This was really a target for moms, and then for real, then turned into a multi-billion-dollar industry. Are we saying that?" Hold on. Jordan, that doesn't work for everyone. And think about how much disproportionate medical research for black women is to white women. I'll give you the
Yeah.
disproportionate research for medical between black men and white men. But my reality is back to what Nick said. The reason that there are things that women want fixed on their bodies is for the women. 100%. So I think that when a man doesn't ask for those things, like we said earlier, if you got like lower titties and your man not really concerned about it, but you want to fix it, you can't be mad at that man if he don't want to be with you no more because you're having cosmetic surgery. So is that a valid point? Is that a valid statement?
If you're in a committed relationship, that's a conversation that we would have before you decide to make that surgery. But
So D, you and your wife get together, she want to have cosmetic surgery, you say, nah, how you feeling about it?
if I tell her no, and we're gonna sit down and compromise about it, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that's her body, it's not mine. You know what I'm saying? If she feel like she want to do an upgrade or something to her body, that's on her. But at the same time, with us being in a as one, if I have an issue about it, we're gonna have a conversation about it. Cause I'm not gonna just say hell no, you ain't doing that. Because at the end, we're not in a dictatorship, we're in a relationship. So I'm
So
saying, so my thing is, I'm saying I gotta listen to her and see why she want to do that. And 9 times out of 10, if say she want to get her stomach flattened or something, look, baby, let's go to the gym every day. I'm gonna go out with you. I'm gonna work out with you every day. I'm gonna motivate you
Well,
to get to
what
the
if she
point.
don't want to do that? What if she passed that?
We ain't going there for. Hey, at the end of the day, you saying my woman, so I already know. Once we had this conversation, we ain't go. Hey, it's gonna be fixed.
oh,
You know
Okay.
what I'm saying?
I
so
want
It's
you
gonna
to
be
go
Charles,
to
fixed.
how does
Twitter
Charles
or
feel about
Facebook and type
OBL?
in saggy titties into the search engine and you let me know what kind of comments pop up about
The,
saggy titties.
the picture
Some
that gonna
people
come
like
up is
that shit.
Calvin.
No, some people love saggy titties. I'm
Some
very
people
But
yeah,
no,
like
no,
that
but
too.
what I'm saying though is, how did Charles feel about your surgery, D slash Natter?
Hey,
the
but
one thing
Calvin don't.
Calvin say all night is the
Hey,
insult.
that motherfucker just woke up, he heard his name.
Yeah, Calvin don't play.
But nah, for real, coming from a woman's perspective, it is definitely body dysmorphia is a very serious thing. And it's because like society, even though people feel like, oh, it's women being hard on other women. Well, yeah,
It is.
because
It
we
is.
were hmm?
I say it is women judging other women.
Yeah, but it's also generations of men like telling women how they should look. And we
You haven't heard
cannot
that.
lie and say that even on this show, we have talked
Hey,
about how women should
Tom
carry
Queen,
themselves and
you
how
haven't
women
heard
should
that.
look.
Can I
You
just
heard a man tell a woman nothing about the way she looks.
can I say this much?
I mean, before you got on the show, we definitely did, Nick.
Can I say this
Men
much?
outside the show,
No, men on the show, the one you
men
sit
don't
next
give a
to.
fuck about that.
Hold on,
The
No, no,
hold
man
no.
on.
that
Nick,
you
what she
sitting
was
next
saying.
to definitely cares.
What,
If his
Let
woman
me
get
say
over a
this.
certain amount of weight, he's probably
he
gonna leave
said it.
her. If
Nick,
her
you got to
You
stop
know,
BMI
getting
is
weight
on
too
radio
become a
high,
show.
he's
cosmetic
probably gonna leave
surgery for
her.
ass kids.
Oh yeah, yeah. I ain't capping.
Shit that is old as far against surgery.
Hey,
Men don't care about that. We never
Nah,
don't
asked
stop.
for it.
no.
Don't get them put out now because we lied.
I wasn't
It ain't a
talking
radio
about the
show where we can edit
surgery
it.
aspect. I'm talking about previous conversations we have had on this show over the last
Mhm.
2 years about the appearance of women and how they should keep themselves attractive because of what their man would want. We've
And
had
they
that
said go as
conversation.
far as surgery.
No, that's not what I just said. If you would listen to
No,
what I
I'm
just
asking you.
said,
I'm asking for these men you
I
talking
was
about.
saying
No,
that women still are hard on themselves because yes, this is the expectation. How do you arise to the occasion? How do you fix that to be more attractive for what men
You
want?
got to do the work.
You gotta hit the gym, baby, every
But
day.
again, a lot of that stuff is not reasonable to women who don't think like that. We're talking about body dysmorphia here. We're not talking about just average women just sitting around thinking about going to get surgery.
Yeah,
We're
you
talking
got
about a woman that literally sees something wrong with her appearance and would like to do something about it ASAP. Not
hey,
spend
listen.
2 years in the gym to get it right and tight or get her titties perky when she knows they're not going to be perky. Or how fat can I make my ass in the next 2 months? Like, it ain't going to happen that fast.
Well, first
So
of all,
yes,
you
if
got to
they
start off being
result to
honest with yourself.
what'd you say?
You got to first you got to start off with being honest with yourself, and then you got to surround yourself with women that's not judging you as hard as a damn villain. And you know, it's your surroundings, and none of y'all support each other in the right way. Everybody's lying to each other. Ain't no man looking for the shit y'all think we looking for.
That's true.
And be honest with yourself. Do I need this or not?
I would
And
like for men to start putting out there more that they support natural women. You only see it in jokes or like when shit looks bad, like a BBL looks bad. If men would actually support women and tell women how great they look on a regular, just being a normal woman, women would feel more comfortable being normal women.
I got a
It took a
question.
lot of years for women to start getting to this phase of fixing themselves, correcting themselves, etc. So it's gonna take a lot of time to undo that thought process, is what I'm saying.
I got a question. I got a question. And
What's it?
we got a comment. I'm gonna read the comment first, and I'm gonna ask my question. Sabrina also says, "Do you know a man has a right to put in a prenup that wife has to maintain a certain weight limit and figure?" I don't see why that's a problem.
See?
I don't see why that'll be
Wait a
an
minute,
issue.
huggers do that shit.
See,
That's some shit a woman would do.
nah, I ain't gonna lie to
No,
you.
women ain't doing
Women put that shit
How
I'm
many
put
women
that
getting
cold heart.
prenups? Like, how
gonna tell
many
you
women
something right
are
now.
putting prenups on men? Like, it ain't happening.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I guarantee that I have had conversations with my lady about body weight and everything because to me,
Mhm.
if you get over a certain weight, height threshold, BMI, because y'all know I love BMI,
Mhm.
at this point you're more unhealthy and probably at a greater risk of passing away. So I believe that every party, whether you're the man or the woman, should maintain a healthy weight according to the BMI. 100%.
You're right, but you still cold blooded.
Hey, when you're right though.
Nah, I wouldn't tell my woman shit like that.
Hey, but that's
So
get his
that's what
ass,
I'm
Nick.
saying. This is the most
so you'll
contradicting
let your woman
conversation
get
I've
big in the
ever
house.
heard of. You want her to
So
be under a
hits
certain weight and look
about
a
it.
certain way, but then when she go get cosmetic surgery, it's like, no, I didn't tell you to do it that way. I told you to do it this way.
Yeah,
What
because
the hell are we talking about? What the
if
hell are we
you're not
talking
gonna do
about?
it the right way, don't do it at all.
Dog,
But
the right way
my
ain't
thing is,
always your way. If you have an
hey,
idea on how you want your woman to look and she goes accomplish
mhm,
that look with surgery, I don't want to hear no complaints
I got a
whatsoever. Just
problem.
because she didn't go right, because you want it your way.
I got a problem.
Like, what are we talking about? This shit is
Because
crazy.
the risk of her dying on a surgical table versus dying doing sit-ups in the gym is way
Dog, the
high.
risk of
Dog, you
her
can die either way,
running
bro.
herself into the
Be for
fucking
real.
ground trying to maintain her BMI. That's how
Be for
eating
real.
disorders start. That's how all kind. Like
Okay.
I be wanting
Come
people
on
to
now, Joy.
understand. Before y'all piss
So
me off on this show today.
Come
y'all
on now,
tell
Joy.
me, y'all tell me what the risk is of going to the gym, and I give you
Here,
all the
here.
risks
It
Let me
of
ain't a
let me
what you
tell you.
risk,
say.
Let me
man.
tell me. Let me tell you. Because
Mhm.
what you're talking about and what you just said is the main reason why women alter themselves or they do stuff to appease men. You're telling her she needs to keep her BMI under here. She needs to look this way. If not, I'm gonna leave you. Okay. Well, let me not eat this much today because I want to maintain my weight. So now I have a fucking eating disorder because I refuse to eat over a certain amount of calories a day so I can keep my BMI under control for my man. That's
Hey,
what
look.
all of this stuff leads to. Just because it's not the cosmetic surgery pressure,
So,
don't mean it's not pressure.
but
Ladies
she
and
got
It's
to
gentlemen,
for
Mr.
know.
real.
Wax,
Like,
let
what the
that
fuck? What are
motherfucker
we
wait
go.
a
talking about?
minute. Wait a minute. What we saying is, it's okay for your partner to allow you to get fat because we don't
No,
want
Did
to
you
put
hear
we
what
didn't
pressure
say
I
on
that.
just
you.
You didn't hear
said?
nothing she said.
Pressure is pressure no matter what it look like. You putting pressure on her here instead of putting pressure on her there is still pressure. Is it not?
Okay, but
Yes
what
or
I'm
no?
saying to
Oh,
you,
is it? It's a yes or no. Yes
what
or
I'm
no.
saying to you is, I'm not disagreeing what you're saying. I'm not
So
disagreeing
one
with what you're
pressure is
saying.
okay. Is better than the other.
What I'm saying to you is, if I have a standard, I'm gonna tell you up front what my standard is. If you can't maintain it, then we're gonna work through it. But you're not gonna get me to change my standard.
So do
That's the
you
bottom
know
line.
that there's men that have paid for their women to get their body done to fit their image of what they want in a woman?
That's
And this
ridiculous.
is coming from a woman. I've seen this happen. I've seen niggas pay for BBLs. I've seen niggas pay for tummy tucks and titties. Dirk
That's
didn't say,
ridiculous.
give me them titties back for nothing. It's niggas really out here paying for that.
Hey,
Why do you like pressure regardless on a woman about her image? You gonna get with the person that you like, and either you gonna change them or you gonna accept them for who they are. If people
mhm.
start getting with the people that they actually want instead of getting with somebody and changing them, we would not be having this issue constantly.
I got a
Get with
question
somebody
though.
that fits your image.
I got a question though. Why is it why is it an issue with a man making and setting boundaries for how he wants his woman to look? Why would that be an issue?
Like I
Because
said, get
because
somebody that
she's a
already fits
direct
that instead of trying to
reflection.
mold them into that.
But you got to understand that woman is a direct reflection of that man. Direct reflection. So I'm not sure why the husband would keep himself in shape and he would allow his wife to become out of shape. That doesn't make any sense.
So
And
But
we got another
everything is
comment. It says again, man telling women what to do with their bodies. And it's not me telling a woman what to do with their body, but it's me setting my standard. Hey, this is what I'm asking for. This is what I'm expecting you to do. And that's with anything, because if you get into a relationship, you would expect your partner not to cheat. If you get into a relationship, you would expect your partner to have good communication skills. If you're getting into a relationship, you would expect your partner to do certain things within means. Staying in shape is within means. I'm confused. What is the issue?
It should be no issue. And I agree with you 100% on you having a preference for what you want.
That's what I'm saying.
And the lady has a choice whether she's going to go with it or not.
That's what I'm saying.
So you're not making them do it.
Yeah.
So they have a right to walk away from it.
That's what
So
I'm saying.
everybody is entitled to their own preference. A woman is entitled not to accept that shit or the road with it.
Exactly.
So it ain't even really an argument about it. That's his preference. Other men think different.
nobody's talking about his preference being wrong. Like I said, everybody has a preference, but you should go with your preference from jump, is what I'm saying. A lot of the time, and everything is about mindset. If you have somebody that has a fitness mindset and a healthy mindset, you will have no problem with them keeping themselves up. But if you get with somebody that literally never has worked out before, they just have a slim physique because of genetics, once something happens, that's not a person that's gonna be immediately like, okay, yeah, he said work out, I'm gonna go hit the gym right now. It's a mindset. We all know how hard it is to get in the gym.
All he said is stay the way you were when I met you
Which
or
is
fail for you.
difficult.
Just stay that way. That's all he asked.
Which is difficult if they never had to actually maintain it and they were just naturally that small. And that's me coming from a woman that has been naturally small her entire life. I've been no more than 100 pounds my entire life until I had my
Is that
son.
the man's fault?
No, what I'm saying is, again, you should get with somebody that already has the mindset to maintain. A lot of women don't have a mindset to maintain because they've never had to maintain. They've naturally been that way their whole lives. They could eat anything and not gain weight. They could do anything and not gain weight or be out of shape for
So
years. Like,
what
so
you
once
what
it
you saying
happens,
is because they've never had to work out means that they should never have to work out. Is that
that's
what you're
not what
saying?
I just said.
No, she
I
didn't
But
say that.
said you have to have the mindset to want to do that.
okay,
Y'all know that working out is a mindset that a lot of people do not have. That's why you don't see a lot of people in the
Be
gym.
in the gym. Hey,
It's
Sabrina
a
got another
physically
comment.
strenuous situation, and that's
yeah,
coming
we
from
do.
me. I never thought I had to go to the gym. I've been small my entire life until recently. I'm like, yeah, I don't really like this gut, and it's emotionally and physically trying to get into the gym and be consistent. It hurts a lot. My muscles are not used to moving that way. I've never had to physically work out to this extent. So you have to be dedicated to it. You have to have the mindset that this is what I'm going to do. If you don't have that mindset, it's never going to happen.
So you're saying that support from your spouse or encouragement from your spouse is that not okay if they
No, it's
encourage
not
you
that it's not
to?
okay. It's just sometimes it does not help. Like, I hear you, but like my
I mean,
brain
okay,
has to,
okay.
and this is just from my experience, and I've talked to other women that I've worked out with, or they've had the same issue, and they're like, it is all in your mind. Somebody could come up to you and be the most confident and great trainer, but if you don't have the mindset to follow through, you're never going to do it or accomplish what you're wanting to accomplish. So it's not as easy as people make it, especially when you ain't never had to do it. Some people
Hey,
could jump in the gym and be great, and some people jump in the gym and be like, "Yeah, this shit hurt, bro. You in pain for
Kenyatta,
like 4 days."
I want to read the comment because I don't really understand it and see if you could break it down.
It
So
says, "You mean to tell me in the 80-20 rule, I can do all of these things, but my 20% is me feeding your ego and pride is a setback. Who is the real problem?"
I
I
don't know
mean,
what that means.
Hey, Sabrina,
so
explain yourself. We got like 1 minute before we
I
have to.
know what it means. So you know the 80-20 rules, you only gonna get 80% out of somebody that you love and want to be with. You never gonna get 100%. So the
Okay.
20% is the
Okay.
stuff that you do not like. So they're saying if the 20% is my weight or the bad stuff we've been talking about, I have to change that 20% to feed your ego and your pride. And she's saying that that's a setback.
Ain't about my ego. It's about you being healthy, baby girl. That's what it's about.
All right,
That's
y'all.
my bottom line. My bottom line is I need you to be able to move around without getting fatigued easily. I need you to be able to um help me out. No bullshit. How that's
Hey,
not funny, bro. I need you to be able to maneuver without panting for your breath. I need you to be able to take care of yourself because at a moment's notice, if something happens to me, I need you to be able to feel that position
Nick,
of
pull the
taking
mic.
care of our kids and running our household type of deal.
But not all women that are over their BMI are panting for breath and can't walk up the
I,
stairs
I,
without
I
breathing
give
hard.
that, but I bet you a lot of them can't run a mile.
You
All
know,
right,
like
y'all.
50% of America can't run a mile
Well,
in a
50% of
decent time.
Americans need to tighten up. This is what I'm
Hey,
saying. This is
and
the
two people on
problem
this
now.
show probably can't run a mile.
I'm just
Who?
saying, bro.
Who can't
Like
run a mile?
Yeah, who can't run a map?
Hey,
everybody can run a mile, but what time can you run the mile in is the question.
As
that's the
long as you're
question,
running,
yeah.
baby, I don't care how long it takes.
But I'm
Anybody can
saying
run a
for
mile.
running
It's just
or
if
walking
it
is two different things.
if it take you a long time, you might get judged. If you finish, it's like what time did you finish in?
If you finish, I'm congratulating you. You know what I'm saying? If you kept on running, you kept it through. It's some big shorties that could get down, bottom line. But my reality is it shouldn't be that much of a big deal if you're going to have to maintain your physique. If I gotta maintain my physique, why shouldn't my lady have to maintain her physique as well?
Because 10
Uh,
times out of 10, women ain't even worried about you getting a little belly. It comes with the territory.
uh,
I hear that. I hear
We
that.
really
But
don't
but
care.
but she may be worried about other things. And
She,
those other things, if I'm taking care of it, why can't I dictate how my lady look? Because reality is, who
you
want
should
who
give her.
want to go out with their lady on their arms and you look regular size and she big as a Yukon Denali? They can make
You would never get with a woman
Hey
that's
y'all, we
capable
at
of
full
doing
time,
package
man. Hey,
with the extra
we
package.
we we, we are at time. Hey, Jordan, I need you to go through the
Hey,
names that everybody's following the Facebook page, and we need to pull their names, and we need to do the gift card tonight and post it on the Facebook page. You have 48 hours to claim your prize. After 48 hours, we're gonna roll and pull another name next week.
hey, this was a good
Hey,
show.
hey, D, don't forget.
You ain't gonna grab the
D,
grab the hour.
D, don't forget.
Hey, oh, we gotta close out with the artwork. Come on, man. Hey, if you haven't got your bid in on the artwork, hey,
Hey,
I was there. Hey, guys, I was there in Gary. It's a masterpiece. It's a
Y'all are
masterpiece,
funny.
guys. You gotta get it. Gotta put your and when you put your bid in, you don't automatically get the prize. Hey, you just got a chance.
Nick put some buns on this young lady on the picture.
The Ashanti's on the man.
Hey,
The
so this is the artwork of the week.
Oh, I ain't see that one. Oh man, he don't got hard on it, boy. Look at here.
This is the artwork of the week,
She
painted
is
by our
over
very
her
own.
BMI and she has a BBL. How convenient.
that's
Hey.
that's natural.
I'm about to say,
That's
it
natural.
do look like a skinny BBL, don't it?
Ain't nothing partial on it.
Insane.
It ain't lumpy. And it got dimpled up. That's natural.
So,
Hey Nick,
so
tell them where you can find these arts at. Is it at the Michael Jackson Museum there, or where can you find
Um, no, it's on the sidewalk right next to it.
it?
all right. So we got artwork, man. If you send us an email, we'll sell you a raffle ticket to have a chance to buy this artwork piece from Nick Davis' very own. I'm gonna get that back to Nick, man.
He said a
So
chance
check
to
us
buy.
out. Send us an email. You can purchase a raffle ticket. They only $10, man. It gives you a chance to buy the photo. We don't know what Nick is selling the photo for, but the raffle ticket gives you a chance to purchase the photo.
Take it out to the BBL.
Hey, hey, Kenyatta, I think this was a very good episode. We haven't had an episode this controversial in a minute, man.
I
You know
know. I almost
this
ended
was great.
we was having a good streak and I really almost just cussed you out, but I'm glad I didn't.
Goodness.
Dang.
Yeah, it get real out here, man.
Hey,
That shit,
We ain't cussed
we
each
left that
other
on the
out in like
radio show.
almost a year. We've been doing good.
Hey, man. I'm
She
finna,
kind of
I'm
scared me
finna.
though.
Hey, y'all gotta check out our old episodes, man. I'm gonna run the outro, man. We
uh-huh.
we good, man. It's been another episode of D Stock Show. Check us out.
We out.
And we out.
Yeah.